जिस बात को सुनाने के लिए मैं यहाँ आया हूँ,
What I have come to share with you today
वो बात सचमुच में बहुत सरल है,
is truly very simple,
क्योंकि आजकल
because these days
दुनिया भर के लोग दुनिया भर की बातें
people in
करते
this
हैं।
world speak about so many different subjects.
कोई ये बताना चाहता है
Someone wants to show you
कि तुम्हारा घर कैसे अच्छा बनेगा,
how you can improve your home.
कोई ये बताना चाहता है
Someone
कि
wants
तुम
to show
सुंदर कैसे
you
बनोगे,
how you can beautify yourself.
कोई ये बताना चाहता है कि
Someone
तुम्हारी
wants to show you
नौकरी में प्रमोशन कैसे
how
होगा,
you can get a
कोई
promotion
ये
in your
बताना
job.
चाहता है
Someone wants
कि
to
तुम
show
पास
you
कैसे होगे,
how you can pass an
कोई ये
exam.
बताना चाहता है
Someone wants to show you
क्या कहते हैं तीर्थ स्थान जाओ,
that if you go to a
व्रत करो,
pilgrimage,
ये करो वो करो,
fast, do this and do that,
तो तुमको मुक्ति मिलेगी।
then you will receive salvation.
भगवान कहते हैं
Lord Krishna says,
कि न तीर्थ से,
not by going to
न व्रत
pilgrimage,
से,
nor by fasting,
न दान से,
nor through
न
charity,
पुण्य से,
nor through good deeds.
अर्जुन
Arjun,
मेरा ज्ञान नहीं होता,
you will not be able to receive my knowledge.
न दान से, न पुण्य
Not
से,
through charity,
न तीर्थ से,
not through
न
good
व्रत से,
deeds, not through going to a pilgrimage,
मेरा
not through
ज्ञान
fasting,
नहीं होगा,
you will not attain this knowledge.
क्योंकि जो बात है जो सत्य है,
Because that
आज लोग
which is
पीछे
the
पड़ते हैं
truth,
सत्य के,
today everyone is after the truth.
तो सत्य क्या है?
So what is the truth?
और अगर तुम सत्य को नहीं जानते हो,
And if you do not know the
तो
truth,
जो कुछ तुम जानते हो,
then whatever you
वो
do
अपने
know,
आप असत्य हो गए।
it in itself becomes
तुमको
untruth
क्या मालूम?
because you don't know
तुमको क्या मालूम?
what you don't
जैसे
know.
रेलगाड़ी स्टेशन पे किसी को लेने के
For
लिए
example, if you're going to a railway station to pick up someone,
जाओ, और ना तुमको उस आदमी का नाम मालूम
you
है,
don't know the person's name,
और वो कैसा लगता है
you
ये
don't
भी
know what
तुमको
they
नहीं
look
मालूम है,
like,
क्या कपड़े पहने हुए हैं ये भी नहीं मालूम
you
है,
don't know what clothes
ये
they're
भी नहीं
wearing,
मालूम है कि उसने कैसी सूटकेस उठा रखी
you have
है,
no idea what kind of suitcase they're
तुमको सिर्फ
carrying.
ये मालूम है कि वो फला फला
All you
स्टेशन पे
know
उतरेगा,
is that that person is going to come to
खड़े हुए
so
हो
and so
उसको लेने के
station,
लिए,
and you're standing there waiting for this person.
कैसे मिलेगा?
How are you going to find them?
जिस आदमी की तरफ तुम देखोगे, अब तो सिर्फ
Every
हो सकता
person
है
that
कि
you
तुमको
look
इतना
at,
मालूम है कि वो आदमी है,
maybe all that you
औरत
know
नहीं,
is that it's a
आदमी।
gentleman, not a woman, a gentleman.
तो जो आदमी आएगा,
So every
उसी की तरफ
gentleman
देखोगे, कहीं
that
ये तो
passes
नहीं है,
by, you're going
कहीं
to
ये तो
look
नहीं
at
है,
them
कहीं ये
going,
तो नहीं है,
is
कहीं
this
ये
the
तो नहीं
person?
है।
Is this the person? Is
जब
this the
मालूम ही
person?
नहीं है कि वो कैसा लगता है, वो कौन है,
When you don't have any
कोई भी
idea
हो
what
सकता
he
है,
looks like or who he is,
और
then he
लोग
could be
जा रहे हैं, अब
anyone.
सबको तो तुम पकड़
And
नहीं
people
सकते,
are passing by and you can't
तुम
catch
वो हो
everyone.
जिसको मैं लेने
Are
के
you
लिए
the
आया,
one
अब क्या कहोगे
who I'm
उसको?
come to get? What will you say to
अगर
them?
मिल भी गया तुमको,
Even if
गलती
you
से,
found the
गलती से
person
मिलेगा,
by mistake,
अगर मिलेगा तो
if you
गलती
do
से
find the
मिलेगा, क्योंकि
person,
तुमको
it'll be
मालूम ही नहीं है
completely by
किसकी
mistake
किसकी राह तुम देख रहे हो।
because you have no idea who you're waiting for.
तो अगर कोई आदमी किसी को पकड़ भी लिया
So
तुमने,
even if you grabbed a
तो
hold
क्या
of a
कहोगे
person,
उससे?
what would you tell the
ये
man?
कहना पड़ेगा कि
You'll have
वही
to
है
say,
जिसकी मैं इंतजार कर रहा हूँ।
are you the person that I'm waiting here for?
आदमी कहेगा पता
The
नहीं
person
भाई,
will say, well, I don't know
तू है या नहीं है,
whether you are or
कोई तो मेरे
not.
को लेने के लिए आएगा,
Someone's
कोई
going
नहीं
to
आएगा
come
लेने
pick
के
me
लिए,
up.
टैक्सी से चला जा।
If they don't pick me up, I'll take a taxi.
और अगर वो उसका नाम नहीं मालूम है तुमको, और
And
वो
if you
अपना
don't
नाम
know
भी
their
तुमको
name,
बताए,
and even if that person tells you their name, what benefit will it have for you?
सत्य है,
Truth is there,
और जो सत्य नहीं है वो असत्य है,
and everything that is not the truth
और अगर तुम
is
सत्य को नहीं
untruth.
जानते,
And if you don't know that truth,
तो
that
तुम
ultimate
अपने
being,
जीवन में ये नहीं जान पाओगे
then
कि
in
मैं
your
असत्य
life,
के पीछे लगा
you
हूँ
will
या
not
सत्य के
know
पीछे लगा हूँ।
whether you were after pursuing the truth or the untruth, just like the example of the
जो बात
railway
हम
station.
सुनाते हैं,
What I speak about,
हम दुनिया भर की बात नहीं सुनाते,
I don't speak about the subjects in the world,
क्योंकि अब दुनिया में कितने ही धर्म हैं,
because in this world there are so
कबीर
many
दास ने एक
religions,
बहुत अच्छी बात कही
and
है,
Kabir Das said something very
कबीरा
beautiful.
कुआं एक है,
Kabir says, there is only one
कबीरा
well.
कुआं एक है,
Kabir says, there is only
पानी
one
भरे
well,
अनेक,
and all different people come
भांडे
to
का ही
fill
भेद है,
the water.
पानी सब में,
The difference is only the vessel, but the water in the
जानते हो
vessel
इस बात?
is the same. Do you know this?
सुना है ये पहले तो
You've heard this before.
हैं? तो जब सुना है
So if you've heard
जब
it,
पानी एक ही है तो भांडे के
then
पीछे
if the
क्यों
water
पड़ते हो?
is the same, then why are you after the vessels?
पानी के पीछे पड़ना चाहिए
You
ना?
should be after the water, right?
मूल तो पानी है
The essence
भांडा
is the
नहीं है।
water, not the vessel.
भांडा मटका
The vessel, the clay pot,
कलश का बर्तन होता
it could be a pot
तांबे
made
का
of
बर्तन
metal,
होता है,
a pot made of
कुछ भी
copper,
हो।
whatever it is.
कई मटके होते हैं उसमें
Some
सजावट
clay
होती है,
pots have
कई मटके
decorations
होते हैं,
on
उनमें
them.
सजावट नहीं होती।
Some don't have any decorations on
भांडे
them.
का ही भेद है।
So the difference is only the vessel. That's all.
कबीरा कुआं एक है।
Kabir says there's just one
एक ही
well.
बात है जो
There's
सत्य
just
है,
one thing that is the
जो
truth,
तुम्हारे अंदर है।
which is within you.
कबीरा कुआं एक है।
Kabir says there's just
पानी
one
भरने
well.
अनेक लोग आ रहे हैं, हर एक
Different
लोग आ रहे
people,
हैं
different
पानी भरने
people
के
are
लिए।
coming to fill the
भांडे
water.
का ये है भांडा,
And this is the vessel.
ये है भांडा।
This is the
भांडे का
vessel.
ही भेद है,
The difference
पानी
is just the
भरने में।
vessel,
जो
but the
साईं है,
water inside is the same. That
जो
creator,
सत्य है,
that truth,
वो तुम्हारे अंदर है,
is within you,
तुमसे बाहर नहीं है।
not outside of you.
तेरा साईं तुझ में,
Your creator is within you, just like the fragrance is in the flowers,
का मृग जो
just like the musk deer searches everywhere for the musk, but it's actually in its navel.
सत्य कहो,
Your creator,
चाहे
whether you
उसको
call it
पर-
truth,
परमेश्वर
whether
कहो,
you call it the
चाहे
supreme
उसको
being,
परमात्मा कहो,
whether you
चाहे
call it
उसको
God,
आत्मा कहो,
whether you
चाहे
call
तुम
it
उसको
soul,
खुदा कहो, चाहे
whether you
उसको
call it
God कहो,
Allah, whether you call it God,
कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता।
it doesn't make any
उसको क्या
difference
फर्क
at all.
पड़ेगा?
What difference does it make to that power?
उसको क्या फर्क पड़ेगा?
What difference does it make?
कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता।
It doesn't make any difference at all.
परंतु क्या तुम उसको जानते हो?
But do you know it?
यहाँ लोग होंगे
Here there must be people
जिन्होंने वेद शास्त्र पढ़े नहीं,
who not only have read the scriptures but have memorized them.
उनको पन्ने का क्या नंबर है बताने की जरूरत है।
All you have to tell them is the page number, and you can say,
15वें पेज पे
on page
छठा
15,
श्लोक कौन सा?
the 6th verse, can you tell me what it was? And da 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 da, they just tell you. They will
ऐसे
let it be heard.
क्या उनको ज्ञान है आत्मा का?
Does that mean they have knowledge? Does that mean they have self-knowledge?
मेरे गुरु महाराज जी, मेरे पिता
My
जी, मेरे गुरु
master,
महाराज जी एक
my
बात कहा
father,
करते थे,
my
बहुत
master
अच्छी
used to say something, and it was very beautiful.
बात, कि बुद्ध भगवान के परदादे का क्या धर्म था?
And he used to say, what was the religion of Buddha's great-grandfather?
बुद्ध भगवान अभी पैदा भी नहीं हुए,
Buddha wasn't even born yet.
तो वो किस धर्म का पालन करते थे?
So which religion did his great-grandfather follow? How did they achieve salvation?
बताओ।
Tell me.
ये सारी चीजें जो हम लोग करते हैं, जो
All
हम
the
समझते हैं
things
कि इससे
that
मुक्ति
we
मिलेगी,
do that we think will bring us salvation,
तो इससे क्या मुक्ति मिलेगी?
what salvation
अगर मुक्त
are we to
होना है
attain?
इस
If you
जीवन
are
के अंदर,
to experience that salvation in this
जीते
life,
जी मुक्त होना है।
you need to
मरने
have
के
that
बाद नहीं।
experience while you're alive, not after you die.
अब ये जितने भी लोग हैं,
All these people
संसार में जो कहते
that
हैं
are
अपनी
here
अपनी
in
बात,
this world who speak about their own
अब कोई
thing,
कहे
someone
कि
might
जब हम
say
मरेंगे तो हमारे साथ आओगे,
that when I die, are you going to come with me?
स्वर्ग की ये करोगे, ये करोगे, तो
Because
स्वर्ग में
people talk
पहुंचोगे, ये
about
करोगे,
heaven,
ये
that if you
करोगे,
do
तो
this,
मुक्ति
this,
मिलेगी।
and this,
ये
you will
करोगे, ये
attain
करोगे, तो
heaven.
सीधा भगवान के
If you
पास
do this,
पहुंचोगे।
this, and this, you'll go straight to God.
वो हमारे मरने पे हमारे साथ आएंगे।
Are those people
अगर
going to
नहीं
come
मिले
with
तो
you
कम से कम दो
when
जगह
you
तो
die?
हो जाएंगे उनको।
Because at least if you don't reach the place they promised, then you can hit them with your shoe, right?
कहाँ से आएंगे?
How
यहाँ
are they
है,
going to come with you?
कहते हैं करते नहीं, मुंह के
It's
बड़े
been
नवाब।
said
और तुम
that
के
they
मुंह
speak a
काले हो,
lot,
साईं।
don't take into action, just blabber
जो मन
away,
आया, बोल दिया,
and they will be very ashamed when they reach the kingdom of
सुना
God.
दिया।
They just speak, they just say whatever they think.
क्या हुआ? भूखे
What
आए
happened?
थे,
They came hungry.
खाना खाने के
They
लिए
came to eat food.
भूखे आए थे
They came hungry.
और होटल के मालिक ने
And the owner of the restaurant didn't give you food,
दाल बहुत अच्छी
but he said, oh, the dal, the lentils are really delicious.
बहुत अच्छा बना
The rice is really good. The roti, which is Indian bread, is wonderful. The vegetable dishes are wonderful and delicious.
की महिमा सुनाई
So for 1 hour, he describes the dishes of the vegetables. For 1 hour, he describes the lentils. For 1 hour, he describes the roti.
की महिमा सुनाई
For 1 hour, he describes the pickles. For 1 hour, he sings the glory of the chutneys and the yogurt. And you came hungry, your mouth watered a lot,
और वे भूखे ही जाना
but you had to leave hungry. That's what will happen.
होता है कि नहीं होता
Isn't that what happens?
भगवान के प्रति भगवान की कथा सुनने से भगवान
By
का नाम
listening to
सुनने
the
से
glory
भगवान
of
के
God,
प्रति
by
आस्था
listening to the
और
name
होती
of God, your faith definitely increases.
है। जब भगवान की महिमा सुनाई जाती है
When you hear the glory of God, your faith increases.
परंतु अगर मिले नहीं
But if you haven't found Him,
मुझ में
then
खाली हाथ
truly
गए थे,
you came empty-handed.
सुना सब कुछ
You've listened to everything, but you left empty-handed as well.
यही तो बात है
That's what it is.
कि नाम लेने से ही क्या हो जाता है
That just by saying the name, by chanting the name, what happens? If
वो मिल जाता
just by saying the name, chanting, He could be found, then it has been said,
लोग धन धन
then if people say wealth, 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 they would become wealthy.
लोग कहते हैं
People
कि
say,
हमारे पास जो कुछ भी हमारी हालत है
whatever our condition is this lifetime is due to our karma in the last lifetime. People say that. People say, I must have done something bad in my last lifetime, that's why I'm having to suffer now. And what has been said? That no one is really poor. Everyone has the treasure within, but because we forget to open that package, to open that treasure, we remain poor.
तुम गरीब हो
So everyone is wealthy.
तुम गरीब हो
Are you poor?
मैं कहता हूं तुम गरीब हो ही नहीं सकते
I say you can't be poor.
जब परम पिता परमेश्वर तुम्हारे अंदर विराजमान
When that
है,
supreme creator resides within you, then how can you believe that you're poor?
कैसे तुम गरीब बन गए
How have you become poor?
जब परम पिता परमेश्वर तुम्हारे
When
अंदर
that
विराजमान
supreme
है।
being, that creator, resides within you.
अजी हम इसलिए गरीब हैं कि हमको दो
People
टाइम की
say,
रोटी नहीं मिलती
I'm poor because I don't get my 2 meals
तुम
a
जानते
day.
हो कितने मंडलेश्वर हैं
Do you know how many people there are
दो टाइम
who
की
follow
रोटी
different religions, who
यहाँ बन
fast,
रही है, पर नहीं खा रहे हैं
and the food is being made right next to them, but they won't eat?
पेट चला
Or
ज्यादा
they are
हो
the
गया,
millionaires and their
डाइट करेंगे
stomach gets big a little
नहीं
bit.
खाएंगे।
They say, we're going on a diet, we're not eating.
हैं? भूखो रहेंगे
They'll stay hungry.
ऐसे लोग हैं
There are
मौन
people
व्रत रखते हैं
who
एक
don't
बार
speak.
बात हुई कि
One
श्री महाराज
time,
गए एक जगह
Shrimraji had gone somewhere, my master, he had gone somewhere, and there was a person standing on one leg,
और क्या कहते हैं तपस्या कर रहा था
and he was
तो गुरु
doing
महाराज जी
his
के पास
penance,
गए, उसके कहा कि
and
हे
Shrimraji
भगवान,
walked
मैंने
past there and said,
बहुत बड़ी गलती कर दी
Dear God, you have made one big mistake.
तो इस आदमी की भी आंख खुल गई
And this person's eyes opened up,
कौन कह रहा है
and he says, who's saying this?
यहाँ तो आके जय हो जय
Here,
हो,
everybody
जय
who
हो,
walks
यहाँ
by
तो आया
usually
है,
says,
कह रहा है कि
Glory
हे
be,
भगवान,
glory
मैंने बहुत बड़ी
be.
गलती कर दी।
And this person is saying, God, you've made a big mistake. And he opened his eyes, and Shrimraji said to him, God gave you 2 legs, and you're not using one of them at all.
इतना गुस्सा आया उस आदमी
The
को।
man got so angry
एक तरफ से तपस्या कर रहा है
because on one hand he's doing a penance.
इतना गुस्सा आया
He got so angry that he immediately put down his other leg.
अब वो कुछ कह तो सकता नहीं
He
था।
couldn't say anything.
गुरु महाराज जी बहुत मुस्कुराए
Shrimraji smiled very big and walked away.
क्योंकि सचमुच में
Because truly,
अगर ये नहीं पहचाना कि ये
if
जीवन
we
क्यों मिला है
have
तो
not
इस जीवन का
recognized
मिलना या
why
मिलना बराबर
we have received this life, then whether we received it or not is the same. There would be no difference between living and death if we haven't realized what we have this for. So I will show you why. It has been said, it is by great fortune that we receive this human body. Even in the scriptures it says it's very rare to have this human body. It is the resource, it is the means to attain that liberation. This, number one, it's received by great fortune. What does it mean to receive something by great fortune? What does that mean? You are fortunate. You have it, right? If you're not sure, just pinch yourself to find out if you're alive or not. So if you have it, that is given by great fortune, meaning you are very fortunate. You are fortunate. And what is this? This is the door to liberation. It is the platform to take action to receive and attain that liberation. That's why you have it. Can I tell you one thing? The good and the bad, even the birds and animals know that this human body is there to achieve and attain and experience this knowledge. Good and bad. What is good? What is bad? Even the birds and animals know. Good and bad. And do you know what is included in that? In there, your whole world is included. The army, the police, the navy, Air Force, the good and the bad. Right? The good and the bad. To protect you from harm, there is the police, the Coast Guard, the Army, the Home Guard. There's guard, and guard. Not God, but guard. So all of them are included, so that harm is not done to you. And to have good, a profit, there's all these big businessmen. This is the good, the profit. When I was going to school, when I was in India, 100,000 at that time used to be the lottery. If somebody got 100,000 rupees, that was a lot of money. It was such a big deal to have 100,000 rupees. And now, if you read it in the newspapers, and I won't say anybody's name, it'll say so-and-so person has the wealth of 4,000 crore, and crore is 10 million. So 4,000 times 10 million. I tried it on my computer, and I kept putting in the zeros. And I kept counting the zeros, counting them, and it still didn't work. Finally, I gave up. 4,000 times 10 million. The good. Good. And the bad, even the birds and animals know. For a donkey, I don't know why a donkey's reputation is so bad. Donkey. But if you go like this to a donkey, it will close its eyes. Even the donkey knows. If somebody goes like this to you, you too will close your eyes.
जो गधा करता है वो तुम भी करो.
Then you'll do the same as what the donkey will do.
गधे को अच्छी तरीके से मालूम है
The donkey knows very well
कि अगर उसके मुंह के आसपास आ गए और तुम
that
अच्छा
if
नहीं
you
कर
came
रहे हो,
close to
उसका
its
अनिष्ट
mouth,
कर रहे हो, तो तुम
and if you're
काटेगा.
harming that
उसको
donkey,
मालूम है
it will
कि
bite
उसके
you.
दांत तुमको चोट
It
पहुंचाएंगे.
knows that its teeth can cause you harm.
पीछे आ गए
If you come
तो
in the
उसको
back
अच्छी
of the
तरीके से
donkey,
मालूम है कौन चीज
then the
चोट
donkey
पहुंचा
knows
सकती है. ये तो
what can
गऊ को
cause
भी
you harm.
मालूम
Even
है.
a cow knows
लात मार देगी.
what to do and it'll kick you.
हित अनहित पशु पक्षी जाना.
So the good and the bad, even the birds and the animals know.
सब आ गए इसमें.
And
कोई नहीं
everyone is
बचा है.
included in this. No one is removed from it.
कोई नहीं बचा है.
No one is
तो लोग कहेंगे,
removed.
अब धर्म की बात.
People might say, well, what about religion?
हित अनहित.
The good and the bad.
कितने मंदिर होंगे?
There must be so many temples.
हैं? कितने मंदिर होंगे जिसमें कोई नहीं जाता?
There must be so many temples where nobody goes there.
कोई नहीं जाता.
Nobody goes there.
पुजारी मिलेगा?
Will you find a priest there?
नहीं मिलेगा.
No.
हित अनहित. मैं गया
The good and the bad. Many years ago, I was in Malaysia and I was going to the event and I saw a little temple,
दरवाजे पे
and on the door of the temple
बड़ी मोटी
there were
मोटी
these
सरियों की,
thick
जैसे जेल में लगाते हैं ना,
iron
ऐसी
rods,
जाली
just like
लगी
they
हुई
are
थी
in jail,
मंदिर के दरवाजे.
in front of the temple door.
तो हमको ख्याल आया
And I thought,
कि ये किसके लिए लगी है?
who is this for?
भगवान ना भाग जाए.
So that God does not escape?
हो सकता है भगवान की मौज ना हो. यार,
It's
ये
possible.
हम चलते हैं.
Maybe God says, I don't think I want to stay here anymore. I'm
भगवान के लिए
leaving.
नहीं लगा.
It's those steel rods are not there for God. That is there for the good and bad, so that people can throw the money in, but they can't take it out. So advantage and disadvantage. Advantage and disadvantage.
पशु
Good
पक्षी
and bad. Even the birds and animals know.
मनुष्य ने आज तक किया है, या तो
Everything
किसी के अनहित के
that a
लिए
human
किया
being
है,
has
या
done
अपने
till
हित के
now,
लिए किया है,
it has
ये
been done
मनुष्य की चिन्ह नहीं है, ये
to
मनुष्य की
harm
पहचान
someone
नहीं
or
है.
to
जो
benefit
कुछ
someone,
भी
and that is
आज
not
तक
the human
हुआ
being's
है,
characteristic.
ये मनुष्य की पहचान नहीं है.
Everything that has been done thus far is not the human being's true characteristic.
पक्षी भी
Even the birds and animals do the same.
पशु भी लड़ाई करते हैं, झगड़ा करते हैं.
Animals
पक्षी
also
भी झगड़ा
fight.
तुमने कभी पक्षियों को
Have
लड़ते
you
नहीं
ever
देखा?
seen birds fighting?
लड़ते हैं,
They
झगड़ते
fight.
हैं.
They argue.
हित अनहित,
So the
पशु
good
पक्षी
and
जाना,
bad, even
मानुष तन.
the birds and animals
ज्ञान
know.
निधाना.
But
अगर
the
ज्ञान
human
नहीं है तुमको,
body
किसका ज्ञान?
is given so that you can experience this knowledge. And if you don't have this knowledge, which knowledge? Whose knowledge?
कैसा ज्ञान होना चाहिए?
What kind of knowledge
ज्ञान
should you
ऐसा
have?
होना चाहिए
Knowledge
जो
should be
हमको
such
अंदर तक
that takes you within.
स्वयं ज्ञान, आत्म ज्ञान.
Knowledge of the self.
कहा है कि आत्म
It has been
ज्ञान
said
बिना नर भटके,
that without
क्या
this
मथुरा,
self-knowledge,
क्या काशी.
a human being wanders from Mathura and Kashi, which are holy places. People sing this,
कि
they
आत्म
believe it,
ज्ञान
but they don't
बिना
understand
नर
it.
भटके, क्या मथुरा, क्या
It's been
काशी.
said that without self-knowledge, people wander from here to there, from Mathura and Kashi, the holy places, and people go there.
कहाँ जा रहे हैं?
Where are you going? Going on pilgrimage.
तो मैं एक लोगों से एक बात पूछता हूँ
I ask people one question,
कि जहाँ भगवान हो,
that where God is
वो तीर्थ है,
that the pilgrimage?
या जहाँ भगवान थे?
Or where God was is the pilgrimage?
अब इसका मालूम है तुमको तो
Now, if you know the answer to this, you can speak up, that's fine.
नहीं मालूम है
If
तो
you
चुप
don't
रहो,
know,
कोई बात
then you
नहीं।
can stay
जवाब तो
quiet,
हमने
that's
देना ही है,
fine.
इसलिए
I'm
तो पूछ रहे
here
हैं।
to give you the answer, that's why I'm asking you the question.
तीर्थ होता क्या है?
What is
जहाँ
the
भगवान
pilgrimage?
हैं
Where God is
या जहाँ भगवान थे?
or where God was?
थे या हैं?
Is or was? Is.
कल भी प्रोग्राम हुआ था,
Yesterday, too, we had an event.
तब से लोगों को
Since
जोश बढ़ा
then,
हुआ है कि
people are really getting into it,
हम जवाब दे सकते
that
हैं।
they can give the answers.
तो अगर ये बात सत्य है
So if that's true,
कि जहाँ भगवान
that wherever God is,
भगवान हैं,
where God is,
अगर वहाँ तीर्थ है,
that is the pilgrimage,
तो मेरे को एक बात बताओ,
then tell me one thing.
भगवान कहाँ नहीं है?
Where does God not exist?
मेरे को एक जगह बताओ, एक
Show me
जगह
one place
जहाँ भगवान नहीं है।
where God does not exist. Not where he wasn't,
वो नहीं पूछ रहा,
not where he was, but where he isn't.
और सबसे नजदीक कौन सी जगह है वो?
And where is the closest place where God exists? Do you know?
सबसे नजदीक।
The closest place.
आगे जाओ तब भी
You
है,
go forward,
पीछे जाओ,
he's
तब भी
there.
है,
You go back, he's
बाएं
there.
जाओ, तब भी है,
Go to
दाएं
the
जाओ,
right,
तब भी
he's
है,
there.
ऊपर
Go to
जाओ,
the
तब
left,
भी है,
he's
नीचे
there. Go
जाओ,
up,
तब भी है,
he's there.
जहाँ
Go
जाओ,
down,
तब भी है,
he's there.
जब
Go
तुम सो रहे हो,
wherever,
तब भी है,
he's there.
जब तुम
When you're
जगे हुए हो,
sleeping,
तब भी
he's
है।
there. When you're awake, he's there.
और सबसे बड़ी बात, जब
And the
तुम
greatest
दुखी
thing,
हो, तब भी है, और जब सुखी हो,
when you
तब
are
भी
in
है।
pain, he's there. And when you are in joy, he's there
तो
too.
जब परम पिता परमेश्वर तुम्हारे अंदर विराजमान
So if
हैं,
that supreme creator, that being is within you,
दुख का क्या मायने है तुम्हारे जिंदगी
then what's the meaning of pain in your life?
है? सूरज जिसका मित्र है,
For the person whose friend is the sun,
सूरज जिसका मित्र है,
for the person whose friend
और
is the
सिर्फ
sun,
आवाज देने पे आ जाएगा,
and just by calling out to the sun, it comes, it
उसको
appears.
फ्लैशलाइट टॉर्च
Does
खरीदनी
that
चाहिए,
person need to buy a flashlight or a torch?
उसको अपने घर में दिया रखना चाहिए।
Does that person need to have candles in his house?
सूरज
Just says sun,
है?
and the sun
क्या जरूरत
appears.
है उसको?
He doesn't need the
यही तो
torch.
संत
He
महात्मा
doesn't
ने
need
कहा
the
है,
flashlight. That's what
यही
saints
हाल
and
तुम्हारा
masters
है
have
कि
said.
जिस चीज को तुम ढूंढ
This
रहे हो,
is your
वो तुम्हारे
condition.
अंदर है,
That
और
which you
ढूंढ
are
रहे हो,
looking
ढूंढ
for
रहे हो, ढूंढ रहे हो,
is
ढूंढ
within
रहे हो,
you, and
तुम
you're
मिले।
searching for it, searching for it, searching for it everywhere. How are you going to
कहाँ तो
find
मिलेगा?
it? Because you're not going to find it on the
कौन है
outside.
वो?
What is that?
कौन है वो जो
Who is
तुम्हारे
that
अंदर है?
which is within you?
यही कबीरदास जी का एक
This
भजन है
is what Kabir's song says.
कि कौन है वो अंदर?
That who is that is within?
हरि हर,
That which Brahma, Vishnu, and
विधि
Mahesh
हरि हर जाको ध्यान करते
pray
हैं।
to.
विधि ब्रह्मा, विधि हरि,
that
हरि
which Brahma,
हर
Vishnu, and
विधि
Mahesh
हरि हर जाको ध्यान करते
pray
हैं।
to,
जो ब्रह्मा विष्णु और महेश भी जिसका ध्यान करते हैं,
that which Brahma, Vishnu, and Mahesh pray to,
विधि हरि हर जाको ध्यान करत हैं, मुनिजन सहस
as well as all the saints and sages,
तेरे घट माही
that same life force is within you,
अविनाशी।
the undescribable, immortal being.
अब लोग कहते हैं
Now
ये तो
people
सब अच्छी
say,
बात कह रहे हैं आप,
this is very nice what you're saying,
पर इससे हमारा हमारा क्या होगा?
but how will that help me?
यही तो बात है.
This is what I'm talking about.
हम उल्टी सीधी बात नहीं कहते हैं, हम सीधी
I'm
सीधी
not
बात कहते हैं. तुम जानना
saying
चाहते हो, हम
anything
जगा
complicated.
सकते हैं.
I'm saying something very simple. You want to know and I can show you.
इस संसार के अंदर
In this world,
मनाने वाले बहुत हैं.
there are many people who will have
जनाने
you
वाला
believe.
बहुत.
There are very few people who will have you know. I am one of them who can help you
हम
know.
तुमको जना सकते हैं.
I can help you know.
यही देते हैं हम. यही
This is
हमारा
what I
ज्ञान है.
give. This is what my knowledge is.
इधर उधर की बात नहीं कर रहे हम.
I'm not talking
तुम
about
जानना चाहते हो. नहीं.
this
देखो,
or that.
सबसे पहले
You want to know.
तुमको जिज्ञासु
Because the
बनना
first thing you'll need to
क्यों
do is
बनना
be
पड़ेगा?
an
क्योंकि
aspirant.
तुम मानने
Why?
वालों में से हो.
Because you are one of
तुमको
those people
मानने
who
वालों की
believe.
टोली से निकाल
And I
करके
need for
जानने
you
वालों की
to
टोली में
take,
आने
to
का
go from a believer
एहसास देना
to a
पड़ेगा.
knower,
ये
to
है
give you that
जिज्ञासु
experience
बनना.
of going from just
ये है
believing
जिज्ञासु
to
बनना.
knowing, and
मैं
that is
जानना
being an
चाहता हूं.
aspirant.
अब
I
तक
want
तो
to
तुम
know.
सिर्फ मानना चाहते थे.
Till now, you only
मानने में
wanted to
कुछ नहीं
believe.
लगता.
It doesn't take anything to just believe.
मानने में कुछ नहीं लगता.
Just to believe, it
मान
doesn't
लिया,
take
मान
much.
लिया.
I believe, I believe.
ये तो वो वाली बात है. गांव में किसने कहा कि दिल्ली
It's
दिल्ली
like
जाने
someone
वाली
in
बस
the
कितने
village,
बजे चलेगी?
somebody says, what
किसी ने
time
कह
is the
दिया 9
bus going
बजे,
to Delhi?
तुमने
And
भी
somebody
मान लिया
says,
9 बजे,
9 o'clock.
उसने भी
So
मान
you
लिया 9
believe
बजे,
it.
और
The
10
other
आदमी
people
जो तुम्हारे
believe
पास
that
थे,
it's
वो
9
भी
o'clock.
मान के
10
चल
other
रहे हैं
people
9 बजे,
around you
और
all
सब
believe that
तैयार
it's
हो
at
रहे
9
हैं 9
o'clock.
बजे के लिए,
And
और
everyone's
6
getting
बजे की
ready
बस हो
for
चुकी.
9 o'clock, and the actual bus left at 6 o'clock.
जानना और
So,
मानना,
to
इसमें
know
बहुत अंतर
and to
होता है.
believe, there's a big difference.
जानने वाला जानता है,
The
मानने
one who
वाला
knows, knows. The one who believes,
तुम आज
just
तक
believes.
मानते आए
Until
हो.
now, you have only believed.
तुम आज तक सिर्फ मानते आए हो. किसी ने
Until
कह दिया
now,
तुमको.
you have only believed. Somebody
तुमने
said something to
पूछा,
you,
पिताजी,
or you
भगवान क्या
asked
होता
your
है?
father,
क्या होता
Father,
है? सब
what
कुछ
is
होता है.
God? Yeah, God.
तुमने कहा,
God is everywhere. And so you believed, yeah, wow, that's beautiful. God is everywhere. And you
जाना
believed
नहीं.
it. You didn't know.
पिताजी से ये नहीं कहा,
You didn't
दिखाओ.
ask your father and say, show me then.
कहाँ होता है?
Where is God?
पिताजी, भगवान
God,
कैसा होता है? ओ, बहुत
Father,
अच्छा होता है.
how is God? And your father will say, he's very wonderful.
मान लिया.
You just believed.
अब लोग हैं,
There are people,
देवी देवताओं की फोटो रखते हैं.
they have the photos of
कभी
gods
ये
and
जानने की
goddesses.
इच्छा की कि फोटो आई कहां से?
Have you ever tried to understand where did this photo come
उस
from?
जमाने में जब ये थे,
Because in the time where these gods and goddesses existed, there weren't any cameras.
ये आए कहां से?
Where did those photos come from?
किसी आर्टिस्ट ने लिया पेन,
Some artist
अपनी
took a
भावना,
pen,
अपनी धारणाओं से
he
लगा
took
के बना
his
दी फोटो,
idea,
और सारी
his
दुनिया
imagination, and made the photos, and the whole world is bowing down to those photos. That is believing.
मानना.
To believe.
जब सीता का हरण हो गया, सीता
When Sita was
ले गई
kidnapped
लंका में,
and she was taken to Lanka,
तो सीता भी नहीं कर सकती थी.
and Sita could have also said,
तो सिर्फ यहाँ बैठी हूँ,
I'm just sitting here.
बैठी हूँ, कभी ना
I
कभी तो
believe
राम आएंगे ही.
that at some point Ram will
नाम
come,
जप के,
and I'll just pray
कोई
to
बात
him.
नहीं भी आए क्या,
And that's okay, even if he doesn't come, it's all right.
जप के सब.
I'll just chant his name and everything will be okay. No.
सबसे पहला सवाल
The
क्या?
first question she asked was, what?
आ रहे हैं.
When is he coming?
मानना नहीं,
Not believing,
जानना.
knowing.
मानना नहीं,
Not believing.
तभी तो कह सकती थी.
Because Sita
ये
could have
कैसे हो
said,
सकता है कि भगवान
how
राम
could
को
it
मेरे
be
से प्रेम नहीं है?
that Lord Ram doesn't love me?
प्रेम तो था.
The love was there.
तो जब प्रेम था,
So if the love was there, then Sita could have said, why do I need to ask this question? But she asks Hanuman, what? Not to believe, but to know. She asks Hanuman, when is Ram coming? When is he coming? To know, not to believe. She asked. She asked. Those who want to know, ask. Those who are believers just believe. They don't ask. They listen and agree. That's it. They don't ask. They don't really want to know. I want you to know, and I want you to ask. Ask. Only after you ask, you'll receive this knowledge. Without asking for it, you will not receive it. What is it? It's simple, it's easy, and it bears fruit. Because when you go within and you are in the presence of that undescribable immortal being, then you will receive the blessings. And what are the blessings? The blessings is peace. That is the greatest fruit, that is the greatest blessing that you can have, that a human being can have, is not money, is not a son, is not children, is not a daughter, is not a wife, is not a house, is not fame, after which you are pursuing. All those things don't mean as much as peace. Peace is the greatest blessing there is. And to experience this peace, the human being needs the blessing of life, the blessing of this human body, the blessing of this knowledge, and then the human being can experience that indescribable, immortal being. And when they do, they'll receive the greatest blessing, and that blessing is peace. Peace. Today in this world, all the believers are going around and around, buzzing around, saying that when poverty is eliminated, there will be peace. And I want to know, I'm not just a believer, I want to know, and I ask that all the people who are the most wealthiest in this world, are they at peace? Do they experience peace? Forget peace. There are so many people who can't even sleep properly. Why can't they sleep restfully? Because they're worried. Because all the money that they've earned is not 100% clean. Meaning that in the white sugar, sugar should be white, there's specks and specks of black, some dark spots all around. So there's some problems. Peace Peace is experienced by those who have experienced that immortal, undescribable being within. This is what I came here to tell you. This is what I came here to show you. That if you want to experience it, I can show you how to experience it. I won't take money. I won't take money. I won't take money. For this, I will not take money. I do this for free. Not because it's not valuable. It is because you would not be able to pay for how valuable it is. If you like it, do it. If you don't like it, leave it. No problem.
मैं बात नहीं कर सकता.
I couldn't be clearer than this for you. This is the most clear, simple thing that I can tell you. I haven't given you knowledge, and some people here have knowledge. They too had to be aspirants. So if you want knowledge, you need to be an aspirant too. And you have that aspiration and this thirst. Until you understand this thirst, till then you will not be able to move forward. So be an aspirant, listen, understand, ask. And when you will be ready, you will also receive this knowledge. And you will also receive peace. People talk about world peace. I have also been given the title as the ambassador of peace, 2 different places, one in Italy, one in Brazil. However, the greatest thing is that world peace will happen when peace will be experienced within you, each and every one of you. Now, there might be people here who say, that's not possible. My events happen even in jails. Even in jails, these events take place. Because the only qualification is a human being, alive and a human being. And within them, they have this and they can experience it. Nothing else. Whatever religion you follow, fine. Keep at it, because that is something in believing, not knowing. What are you going to know about it? What will you know about the religion? But this is not about just believing. This is about knowing. Believe whatever you want to believe. It's kind of like that analogy that if I'm hungry, then if I think if I go home, then there'll be wonderful vegetable dish, potatoes, and there'll be this, there'll be puris, there'll be all these different dishes. I decide my menu ahead of time so that there's no need to believe. I will know. I know what's being made. What's being made today? Kadhi, which is a yogurt dish. There's a potato dish. There's rice. There's roti. That's it. And they'll make chutney and other things too. And that's it. And if there's a need for anything more, then I'd have to let them know. So know. You've been believing till now, and believe as much as you want, but know as well. And the day that you know, then truly, I can say your fortune will truly be opened. Heaven, you can experience while you're alive. Heaven can be experienced now. The greatest pilgrimage is here. What is heaven? What is a greater heaven where you're alive and where that divine being exists too? Look at this earth. Who made this earth? Did your grandfather make this earth? That creator made this earth. If his hands are in the making of this earth, then is it not heaven? And if you're contaminating the earth, then you should be ashamed. If you're throwing dirt on this earth, then that's not a good thing. Keep it clean. It is a gift for us to borrow for a little while. It does not belong to us. But this is not yours. You are just a renter. You are just here for a few days, and then you'll be leaving, and then another renter will come and take your place. You are not the owner. You are the renter. Pay the rent and keep on moving. One day everyone has to go from this world. We are not to stay. We are here just for a short time. This world is like a paper puppet. As soon as the drops of water fall on it, it dissolves. So you are a renter. You're not an owner. Renter, renter. And the owner will come to get the rent. And he definitely comes. And what has been said? That on the last moment, he comes. And he beats and beats that life force out of you. The eyes fill with tears. The life force leaves. The vessel remains empty, and all that is left is a photograph. So when that Grim Reaper comes, he doesn't wait. He doesn't have any patience, because in India everybody says, just one more minute, just one more minute, just 2 seconds, one more minute. When that Grim Reaper comes to get you, he doesn't have any patience. He beats and beats that life force out of you. The life force leaves. Empty remains the vessel, and all that is left is a photograph. So this is what will happen. But before this happens, do what you need to do. This will happen to everyone. And it's been said, without the master, who can save you? That Grim Reaper holds on to your hand. My master is this great gardener who selectively picks the beautiful flowers, keeps what he likes, and discards the rest. So be saved, understand, know, and fulfill your life.